I ain't in gear. Oh my gosh! Hello, my friends. We just ate at the River Restaurant. Apparently she's just gonna drive over the curb. And I think we're in Portsmouth. I may have brought you guys here before. So I have got a story to tell you guys. Yesterday, I went to Wal Mart. And you know what? I can't even tell you the name of the town I went to Wal Mart in. Isn't that awful? It's the same Walmart that I went to a while back. And it made me think of a story because some guy was driving extremely slow by me on the way in and the way out, checking me out. So the last time that I went to Walmart before, we had parked there and he was asleep. We were going to get some groceries. So, well, later the day, we were going to get some groceries. So after we parked, he went to sleep. Sorry guys, I get distracted, you know. He went to sleep, told me to go in and get us a steak, and we were gonna have some steak and eggs for breakfast. So I went in and I bought me some shampoo because I was about out of shampoo, and two thin cut steaks for us. We're doing good, walking back out to the truck, and this minivan is stalking me on the way back out to the truck. Now this Walmart has a mini mall on the other side of it, so like we're way parked out in the middle of nowhere, and to be honest, there ain't a whole lot of stores left open in the mini mall, but whatever, they're trying. They should be happy we're there. So this van starts stalking me, right? I'm like, okay. Generally, that means somebody's going to ask you for money. And it was a lady driving, not a man. So I'm like, okay, well, she's going to ask me for money. And I'm getting closer to the truck. And I'm making it obvious, yeah, lady, I'm watching you, because you never know what somebody's going to do. Well, I'm almost to the truck. And this lady, she comes up beside me real quick, and I turn around and look at her. And I'm in the front of the truck. And she says, you don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. And I said, what? Because, people tell you all sorts of stuff. You don't, I don't know. I was expecting, do you have a few dollars, right? I'm like, what? Ooh. And she says, you don't have to do this. What? I'm like, totally don't understand this, right? So, apparently there's, look at this pretty wall on the left of us. So anyway, like I said, I'm still sitting there trying to figure out what's going on. Or what she's trying to tell me, because she's not asking for money. And she looks at me, and she looks at the truck. And she looks at me, and she looks at the truck. And then she says it again, you don't have to do this, as she's looking at the truck. And then it dawns on me, oh my gosh, she thinks I'm a hooker gonna knock on the truck and offer my services to this gentleman inside the truck. So I looked at her and said, I drive this truck. And then she sped off real quick. What's going on there? So yeah, well, that's pretty. So she thought I was a hooker. hookers. You want to know about hookers? First of all, I would be a very expensive hooker. No, seriously, hookers. I've got a good, well, I don't know if I would call it good hooker story. I guess it depends on your point of view if it's a good hooker story or a bad hooker story. We were in New Jersey at the port. Is this vehicle backing up? Oh, look at the motorbikes. So anyway, New Jersey, the hooker in New Jersey story. So we had to go to a port in New Jersey. And we actually, if you are a trucker or you may just be a civilian, there's nowhere to park in New Jersey. I guess we're civilians, but in a big truck it's even worse. There's literally nowhere to park in New Jersey. So there's like an industrial park on the outside of this port. So, and there you could park like on the side of the road. There was like a taco truck that came during the day and whatever, but you could park there. You wouldn't get a ticket or whatever. So we parked there. Oh my goodness. First of all, we saw about 50 drug deals going on. But that wasn't the best part. There was about at least 8 hookers walking around. Now, the boy, you see the boy back there? He's nice to the hookers. He tells them no thank you, sweetie, and whatever. He tries to be nice to them, you know. He don't cuss them or nothing. But it does get a little old. So this one came by, and she was, didn't have any teeth, and I don't know what kind of drugs she was doing, but she had been doing drugs so bad that you couldn't really understand what she was actually saying. She was just total skin and bones. So she came by and asked him if, you know, he wanted her lady company, and he's like, no, I got a girl back here, you know, because I'm in the truck. And then she asked him for a cigarette. Sorry guys, I gotta think about these things while I'm driving. Then she asked him for a cigarette. So he gave her a cigarette, told her have a good night or whatever. She came back a second time. She came back a third time. After about, I don't know if it was the 4th or 5th time, because I was trying to lay down and get some sleep, and it wasn't a good area, so I think he was planning on staying up most of the night. She banged on the door, and he finally got short with her, and he says, I said no, I don't want no company, leave us alone. And she got to yelling at him, and he told her to go away. And she walked out in front of the truck, lifted her skirt up, bent all the way over, and shoved her thumb, or her flipper finger, I don't remember which one it was. She shoved some of her fingers up her bum, and then flung around and flipped us off. That was my worst hooker experience. Now, even more traumatic than watching a hooker do that to herself in front of your truck was she had already came back several times, knocking on the door and everything else. I certainly hope she didn't try and touch our door or try and touch the door handle or whatever after that, because I don't remember if I disinfected it. Ooh. You see these two in front of us? These are our friends. They drive a truck over here too. Their bike, they have a toy hauler on their truck, so their bike gets indoor privilege. Ours are exiled to the outside. I think I had a story to tell you guys today, but I don't know what it was. Oh, they don't even know it. It's my first riding experience with someone besides him. And I still don't know all the group ride etiquette rules and all that stuff. I guess keep your distance, be safe, don't run into each other. That's the gist of it. Although I don't know that 3 is a big group. But for me it is. I'm used to riding 1 or 2. 1 or 2. Y'all, this is Ohio. I think this is Ohio still. This is Ohio. Last week we were literally running, trying to beat the blizzard in Wyoming up there. They got like 3 feet of snow. Wyoming, North Dakota, and that area up there, a lot of the roads were actually shut down. And there's still foliage on, so it was like extra bad because it weighed everything down, and the foliage held so much more of the weight of the snow and ice and stuff. And now it's literally 100 degrees over here. 100 degrees. I don't know if we're going to have fall this year or if it's going to go from summer straight into winter, because Wyoming, the blues were still on. It just turned into winter over there. And the Dakotas. Here, the leaves are changing, but it's still 100 degrees. Oh, we got a flagger up here. So I guess we shall see. On the bright side, though, I'm supposed to get loaded out of Ohio today. And Shawnee State